was her sanctuary. The track surrounding the football field was the space that amplified game day, where the white noise dissipated and passion fueled purpose. Cheerleading was Desiree's love.
I'm Danny Rivas. I'm the father of Desiree Rivas.
At Cesar Chavez High School, 17-year-old Desiree Rivas was that spark and a budding star.
She wanted to be a cheerleader for as long as I can remember. Every dance movie, I think I've seen them 3-4 times. She started at an early age at Park Corner, and she competed, and when she got older, that's what she stuck with.
My name is Vanessa Gonzalez, and I'm the mother of Desiree Rivas.
Her parents are biased, but you can't blame them.
She had the crowd's eyes on her. Even though there was 20 other girls, I'm sorry, there was 20 other girls on the team, but her smile, her spirit on the field, eyes were on her. She attracted that attention.
My name is Charlene Cunningham. I'm a teacher at Cesar Chavez High School, and I was the cheer coach here from 2014 to 2024.
5, 6, 7.
Coach Cunningham knew Desiree had it.
You might have thought that she was trying out for a crowd, in front of a crowd of 1 million people instead of just 3 judges.
By May of 2023, Desiree was in her junior year and considered a potential captain of the cheer team for her senior year.
I don't think I've had many cheerleaders with as much love for cheer as Desi. There have been a few here and there, but she was somebody who really kind of like lived and breathed it.
It's like walking into a time machine.
My room.
Vanessa remembers when she was a teen mom with a baby girl. What was that moment like when you first got to hold her?
I don't even know how to explain it. It's just unbelievable. She was mine. She was someone that I made. She was a part of me.
When she finally came, I was like, oh my God, like that's my girl.
Prom pictures that she took that year.
My name is Melissa Rivas, and I'm the aunt of Desiree Rivas.
Loved ones say Desiree held the title of first in the family, the first daughter, first granddaughter, and first niece.
I have countless memories of that, of just how she was just wise beyond her years, and we always had to continually explain, like, you're a kid, you gotta go have fun.
Her bedroom, now a shrine with reminders of what Desiree loved, who she was, and the hopes of who she might become. Her senior year, cheerleading, working, and preparing for college on the horizon.
I didn't really have to worry about her. So when she was getting older and wanted to go to college, I was just like, all right, this is the next step. But then after that day, you lose all that. And I think what hurts the most.
My name is Desiree.
And that day left her forever 17. It was Mother's Day weekend. Vanessa remembers the last time she spoke to her daughter.
She was gonna go to her dad's house. And the last thing I remember saying was, okay, well, call me later and I love you.
It was a Saturday, and both Desiree's parents knew she never went to big parties. But on this night, she asked her dad to make an exception.
She's Desiree, so I mean, I didn't worry because it's her, but then I was worried about the environment. Like, it's a house party, there's kids, I don't know what's gonna happen. So that's why I was hesitant to let her go, but she's like, Dad, trust me, it's me. I'm like, you're right. So I let her go, and I just give her a curfew at 12. I was like, leave at 12, please. If anytime sooner, just leave at 12. And then she went to the party.
Midnight came, and Mother's Day began with devastation.
I was home a little after midnight, get a call from one of her friends, and just the voice of her telling me that Desi's been shot.
I remember dozing off and then getting her mom calls nonstop. I'm like, oh no, because I wasn't sure if she told her mom that she was going to a party. So I'm like, Desiree, time to come home. but she didn't respond. And that's when I answered her mom's call, like, what's going on? And then she had told me that Desiree had been shot, and I was like, what?
Danny and Vanessa rushed to the scene near 91st Avenue and Lower Buckeye in Tolleson, where a large perimeter in the neighborhood was taped off by Phoenix police. What was it like getting to the scene?
They didn't say anything. We just had her location. She wasn't answering the phone, and we knew that she had got shot.
I'm asking cops of what's going on, and it's just chaos. I couldn't get an answer, or I was told to step back and wait for someone. Just a lot going on, and not knowing what was going on was just kind of unbelievable.
The long wait in the darkness grew painful, with the echoes of flashing red and blue lights.
So I stayed there on the scene till about 6 in the morning, just laying on the grass, because I was like, if my daughter's laying on the floor, I'm laying on the floor. So I stayed there because I wanted to get confirmation, I think was my main thing I wanted from that, being there. I was getting angry at the time because the coroner still hadn't picked her up. And I'm like, why is she still there? Why is she still there? I kept talking to the cop. By 6 a.m., the detective came over to me, and he was like, sorry to inform you, yes, it is Desiree. We pulled her identification, and she's passed away. And then that's when I found out she was really gone.
The shooting happened 10 minutes after midnight, according to police. On May 14th, 2023, word of Desiree's death spread through her community. A house party transformed into a deadly shooting investigation.
My phone was inundated with calls and texts. Is it true? Is it true? Did that really happen? What's happening? Parents of other cheerleaders asking, what's going on? What's happening? What do I tell my kids? I don't think anybody really knew how to react or what to think or could even form a thought.
Raw, inexplicable misery on Mother's Day as Vanessa faced her new reality.
I don't think anybody remembered it was Mother's Day. It was just a day where a tragedy happened. I remember I didn't even want to call my mom to inform her because it was Mother's Day.
My name is Brian Bauer with the Phoenix Police. I am also the coordinator for Maricopa County Silent Witness.
I sat down with Sergeant Bauer to break down what we know about that night, and we realized how close Desiree was to getting home safe.
She was on her way to leave. She and her friends noticed that there was commotion at the party. They felt like something was going to happen, so they were on their way out.
But who killed Desiree remains a mystery. No suspects have been identified. No images or videos from the shooting have been released by Phoenix PD.
There was a lot of witnesses in this particular case that were at this graduation party when the shooting took place. So there's a lot of folks that we haven't been able to identify. And we truly believe that somebody in that party, somebody at that graduation ceremony party has information.
We went back to where Desiree lost her life, where a makeshift memorial set up by her father still stands. A neighbor who saw the chaos that night remembers 2 cars arriving in front of the party moments before the shooting.
And then a second car pulled up, and right as the second car pulled up, they started opening fire, and it was one person that was in that car that I believe started opening fire, and then everybody ran, and then there was just like almost 150 kids just out here running around.
Just chaos.
Yeah, it was bad.
He lives right across the street from where the party was held and tells me he provided ring surveillance footage to police. We asked for it, but he lost the footage. But he also remembers seeing Desiree.
I just remember her friend screaming. It's just terrible screaming.
She was definitely at the wrong place at the wrong time. Not only that, she was leaving the place, I guess, a few minutes before she would have left, she would have been with us.
They took our beautiful Desiree. So we're here. We're determined to find justice.
In the weeks following her murder, Desiree's family wanted answers, justice, hoping media coverage could lead to an arrest and help them heal sooner than later.
That's a very challenging thing to ask a family member to stand up in front of multiple cameras, talk to an audience that they've never experienced, that they don't know who they are.
And so we did it because we thought there would be some sort of resolution sooner rather than later, and just really not knowing. We've never been through it before, so yes, it was very surreal, and yeah, it felt like a nightmare.
A bunch of family, friends, and some people that only knew her by passing. Now she came out. About 100 to 200 people were out here this evening to honor the life of 17-year-old Desiree Rivas.
I was breaking down too. I was right there with them, and I mean, that they'd be like, "Coach, don't cry, because if you cry, then I'm gonna cry." Or if they were crying, I'd be like, "Look the other way, because then I'm gonna start crying," and then we're all crying. Just really gut-wrenching.
The day I finally let go was when we had just buried her, and then I was handing out T-shirts to her siblings, my son and her sister, my youngest daughter. And then when I was handing out those shirts, I was like, I shouldn't be doing this, and I just broke down.
In 2023, Phoenix police saw a spike in murders during the month of May when Desiree was killed. That month, she was one of 24 homicide victims, and by the end of the year, nearly 200 people were murdered in Phoenix. For Vanessa, updates on her daughter's case dwindled, and now more than 2 years later, it's hard to stay optimistic.
I was probably emailing the detective every 2 weeks, maybe every month, just to get some information of the case. But recently, I don't think I've got a response for 6 months.
Surveillance footage, cell phone videos, and more than 100 partygoers on the night Desiree was gunned down, yet a suspect has not been identified, and it appears witnesses are staying silent. Desiree's class of 2024 graduated, but not without honoring her memory.
Going to the ceremony and not seeing her walk that stage was pretty hard.
I mean, what's going through your mind representing her there and knowing that she's not there?
Not fair. Definitely that she was taken from us, and it wasn't fair. She should have been there.
Her cheer team kept her spirit alive, and that season would be Coach Cunningham's last.
I had a Build-A-Bear made, a very cute little bunny in her honor, and one of the cheer moms had a Chavez uniform sewed for the little stuffed animal, and we really carried that with us everywhere. We took that with us to camp. We took pictures of it senior picture day. It's on display in our trophy cabinet to this day. Leaving her behind was not an option.
This is her room. Well, always gonna be her room.
There's a quote from Maya Angelou. "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." For Desiree's parents, the never-ending challenge is moving on each and every day.
I guess they call it survivor's guilt. That's the hardest part, because I still can't get over it. Every time I'm happy, it just breaks me a little bit. It's like, I don't want to be happy, but I should be happy. But I know I should be happy.
Do you feel like it's hard to pretend when you're dealing with what you're dealing with no answers?
I think I've become a pro at answering the question of, are you okay? And I answer with, I'm okay. But what people don't see is there's days where I isolate myself. I lock myself in the room sometimes. I think it's just easier to say that I'm okay.